Then finally, the last principle is called the socio-economic triangle, which is a very, very essential part of wisdom of the ancient scriptures, and which is also given as an epitome in Patanjali. You will find this in every scripture, especially in the ancient Indian scriptures.
How do we call it?
Socioeconomic?
Economic.
Socioeconomic triangle.
Yes.
A knowledge of this triangle will enable you to live a spiritual life. Otherwise, it's not possible to live a spiritual life catering to the mundane needs. So, a knowledge of this triangle is absolutely necessary. It is what we call you can arrange like this: your action or your duty. Two is remuneration. And three, comfort. Now, there are three ways of working out this triangle. Remuneration is the benefit we get by the work we action. For example, our salaries in our employment, or profits in business, all these things are called remuneration. It is the return or the result we get. All comforts according to your present stage of evolution. Physical, everything. Food, drink, sleep, house, sex, everything. And if you begin with the first and proceed to the third from the second, it is one process. That is, you are doing your duty to receive remuneration. You are receiving your remuneration for your personal comfort. That is the truth of it. We can boast that it is for others' comforts also, but we desire others' comforts for our own comfort. So, here we should filter all our complexes and see the truth as the masters give us. I can boast, I look to the comforts of my wife also, but I want my wife because I want to be comfortable. This, we do our duty to the world. We get our remuneration either by way of money or goodwill or material. Okay? Then we receive our comfort. Then it stops. So this is the beginning of action, and this is the culmination, the goal, the end. Then what happens? Everyone gives an emphasis upon the third item because it is the goal. The result is
Telugu.
Minimum work for maximum remuneration. See, the consequence is competition, strike, and socialism. Socialism is not an evil, but it is a consequence.
Yes, but I see.
When we proceed in a particular direction, we will arrive at the station called socialism. If we take the train in that way, we have to meet that station. It's not an evil.
No.
So we necessitate socialism if we take the train like that. It is the knowledge of the real self that breaks the shell. Suppose socialism is conducted by fellows who are all on the not self. What's the result? Suppose I start as a socialist when I am poor. I gain importance. I gain the goodwill as a political leader. Then what do I do? You can know what I am going to do. I will have a big palatial building and motor cars and a chartered air flights to serve the people.
Yes, then I understand it not as socialism. I do not understand this as socialism.
No, that is spiritual socialism. That's different.
Exactly.
But this is a consequential socialism, which we call the political socialism.
Okay, then they are different.
Yes. That is a sequence. This is a consequence. Both are different. Consequence is an enforcement, a necessity, a conditioning, a cornering. Sequence is natural. Consequence cannot be avoided. Sequence can be worked out. So this is the one way leading to bondage. The individual lives in the bondage because everyone contributes to lead the society into bondage. The result is everyone lives in bondage.